Hello guys, this is Gavin from GavinClub. How are you? So I have an article that I would like to. There we go. I have an article that I would like to read to you guys from the NFL. So I have an article that I got on my phone that says basically it's the title that's in there. It says 9 people in the NFL that needs a change, and they list the 9 people. That means they still be in the NFL, but they need a change. So I'm gonna read you the people's name. I'm gonna read you the names first. Then there's a little article. I'm gonna read you what they said in the article. Then I'm gonna talk to you about if I agree with that article. Do I agree with that article or do I not agree with that article? Alright. So let me just go through that article. Now, I just uploaded a video a little bit while ago of my last fantasy football review. My last fantasy football review. I won't be doing any more fantasy football videos. So something has to put in place for that. So I know I only mostly do football, but when football is coming, not fully into the end, but I'm gonna come up with a game plan on how to entertain you guys. So okay, so let me see if I can get this report for you guys so we can start. Alright, so these people who was listed on this 9 thing were Jason McCoy was listed on there saying that he'd be a better fit for Chicago. Now, in my mind, do I think that is it a good switch for them to take McCoy and put him to the side saying he's better off of going down the line, doing a better job, and all that? I'm like, no, it's like, do we want... Let's see if I can find it. 9 players in the NFL that needs a change. Alright, so I have the article right here for you guys. I think I found it. So Sean Payton, so we have the 2 people right here. I found it. Alright, so the 9 people who need to change, I'm going to say who. Number 1 is Sean Payton, and then number 1 is Sean Payton. So after I read the 9 names, I will read you the article underneath these 5. First one is Sean Payton. There we go. First one is Sean Payton. The second one is Andrew Peterson. Third one is Tony Romo. 4 is Shannon Christensen. 5th one is Mike Gillen. 6th one is Jimmy Garoppolo. 7th one is Granny Robinson. 8th one Tyler Taylor. 9 is Michael McCoy. So I'm going to start at the 1 now. Some of these I do agree with, and some of them I do not agree with. Okay? Sean Payton. Payton was on my list last year, and I was surprised that the coach and the team didn't go their separate ways back then. Instead, Peyton remained in New Orleans and then signed a 5-year extension in March. The results: more of the same what originally had been a playoff-free football. At 7-8, the Saints are finishing up their third straight non-winning season, having gone 7-9 in each of the past two companies. When it comes to Big Easy, Peyton time is up. Peyton time was up. The coach deserves so much credit for winning the franchise first and only Lemon Trophy. And first, giving the proud city something to rally about in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. Division. Hey dude, what's up, Willie? Defensive corners have been awful. The offense is still very good, but not the same as it was at height in just some time. The Rams are looking for a defensive-minded head coach with a Milligan who can win with Jalen Golf. Sell tackling, create a blitz in the internal capital of the world. The Los Angeles Brains needs to pick up the phone. Los Angeles Brains needs to pick up the phone and try to trade for Payton. Not too much. Exactly what I said they should do the same right. We finally fired Jeff Reddick, Payton check every box. And if the LA Rams are asleep at the wheel, soon to be LA Charger Kirk Purse last year, I thought the Colts would be a perfect fit for Payton. I still do. One way or another, it's time for a change scenery. So that is Sean Payton. Now, and that's the article that NFL came out with 2 days ago. In my mind, yes, I do think it is an appropriate time to part ways with Sean Payton. But if they do, where is the best fit for Sean Payton? Well, I think the best fit for Sean Payton will be the Los Angeles Rams. I totally agree with this article that the NFL is bringing out. The Los Angeles needs some help. Jerry Fisher was fired. I don't think he is a coach that can bring anything out there. But, you know, when he goes out there, he can make his team. I think he'd be better off. Yeah, he did all this stuff, but I do think it is time for the Saints organization to move on because, you know, they might have won that Super Bowl 6 years ago, but ever since then they haven't done that. The offense is doing good, the defense is bad. Get a head coach in there who has defense experience, and get a head coach who has been coaching as a defensive coordinator, who's doing good as a defensive coordinator, and go out there. And truthfully, but not least, who I really think will be a good head coach, who can get the defense going, keep the same offensive coordinator, but keep the same defense. I really, really, really do think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive coordinator will be the best fit for that job. I know he is an article of going to the Jacksonville for a head coach position. Jacksonville needs a lot more work on offense than they do defense. So they want an offensive coordinator. They need more work on defense than offense. So I think if they really want to get a state and get it in motion, put Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive coordinator in there because you know how they play. They both are good. Keep him in there and make him off. Okay? So if Los Angeles does make a trade, I think they should make a trade by trading him to the Los Angeles, trade Sean Payton to Los Angeles. They can do it. Trade the head coach to Los Angeles. Get a second round pick. Get somebody and try to pick up and try and make a deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Maybe, you know, they need some work on defense. Maybe give them a defensive player. Do some trading but I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive coordinator would be the best fit for the head coach for the Saints. Now, there's going to have to be a lot of trading. They trade him to the Rams, get somebody back, trade. They might have to do some trading, but I think Tampa Bay would be the best fit. Alright, now let's talk about Andrew Peterson. Peterson is a loving defender, but the Vikings need a makeover after a downfall collapse that has been them going from a 5-0 to a 7-8, and thanks to the Sam Bradford deal, they don't have a first-round pick in the upcoming draft. Saying goodbye to a leader would be tough, but a bank on an ongoing running back. Peterson turns 32 in March. First off of knee surgery, Jason Peterson will free up $18 million on a salary gap. Keeping him would be good for a fan interest moving forward and involving a young running back. Notice the perk would be better for the franchise overall the heel. Now, in my mind, what you should do on that situation is I do think it is time to move part ways from Andrew Peterson. When Andrew Peterson is healthy, he's good. But when he's not doing anything. But when Andrew Peterson is healthy, he's doing good. But he's always getting hurt. He's always getting hurt. This is second surgery, third surgery. He's getting hurt. By trading him, it is they'll give them an extra $18 million gap. Take that $18 million gap. They lost their second round pick due to the Sam Bradford deal. That was a whole another show we won't even get into. Take that $18 million. Get a good running back. Get a fresh running back from college. Get a rookie running back. Get him in there. Trade him. Leftover money. Put it towards pay the other guys. Pay the people who need money. Pay more money to get players, or pay players to keep them there. Players who are good. Keep them there. I think they need a price wage. I think they can open up that salary gap. Get a better running back. Get a rookie running back. And as well as spend more money towards the other round. Alright, number 3, Tony Romo. Alright. Derek Presser is a guy after an unbelievable rookie season, and Romo knows that. It is time for number 9 to go after and fantasy run in Dallas. I hope Dallas fans truly appreciate Romo's balance draft. He served and was above the sheriff and defined Dallas in many ways. Over the past decade, Romo was a star and every professional. He turns 37 in April. Healthy is obviously a major question. The downside must be said. He has never played it down due to an injury. That has to have a little backup plan. Alright, so to me, the teams that best fit the ball are, in order, the Broncos, Cardinals, Jaguars, and the Rams. Denver and Arizona are the perfect for Tony Romo and perfect for him as both teams understand in 2016. In my mind, yes, it is a good idea for him to leave. Okay, they found his quarterback. They find a guy in there. He is getting pretty old. He is getting very old. I think Tony Romo should not trade. I think Tony Romo should retire as a Cowboys. He's 39. He's up there. I think he should retire as a Cowboys and call it quit. Because, he's always getting hurt. He's always out. You know, yeah, he would be a good fit for some of these other teams. Maybe not the Jaguars, because the Jaguars, I think, has a better fit for that. I think the best fit for him will be the Broncos. I think if he wants to still play, if he still wants to play football, I think the Broncos is the best fit. But at the same time, Broncos has to also worry about him getting hurt, him not playing, all these kinds of things happening. All right, is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to be good? There's a lot of risk of picking him up. If I was Tony Romo and I was in his shoes, I would retire as a Dallas Cowboys. I would retire as a Dallas Cowboys because he's always going to be remembered as a Dallas Cowboys. If he retire, he's just going to be that. People can still wear his jersey, retire as a Dallas Cowboy. He doesn't have to worry about getting injured anymore. He can heal from this injury. If he plays one hit, he could be done for the rest. If not, if he still wants to play, Dallas should part ways. Best fit will be for the Dallas. I think the Broncos would be the best fit for him. A couple other people on this list. Sheldon Richardson, the Jets' defense of tackle talent. Perhaps a team like the Bengals or the Cowboys would take a chance with talented pass. I think this guy, the Jets' defensive tackle, he's not bad. He's a good defensive tackle. The Bengals are looking for a defensive tackle. I think the best fit for him, if he was to lead the Jets, the Bengals would be the best fit for him as well. All right. Mike Gillen. This is a good one. He's from Tampa. Aaron Rodgers in there. He played Virginia Riscon. They haven't had a bad year, again. But with his talent, he has a lot of talent. And as of right now, Tampa Bay does not have enough talent for him to show his talent. I do think he'll be. I think he'd be good in Tampa. Don't get me wrong, but for him to get his fully mentality, get the most, and for his talent, I think the best place for this guy will be the Jaguars. I think if he goes with the Jaguars gets a head coach. I think that head coach can deal with him and do a great job. Alright, this is a kind of a weird topic. Jimmy Garoppolo. You guys all know he's a backup for the New England Patriots. He played for week 1 and week 2, and then week 3 he got hurt. There's a pretty good article on it that I'm going to read to you. Is Bill Belichick time to strike another maximize? Although an injury had time at Tom Brady to grab. Grafton's turn healed with performance in the first 2 games of the season, compounding 71.2% of his passes for nearly 500 yards with 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That is a 119.0 pass rating. Not bad. Bill Belichick already has the Nat Garoppolo and rookie Kobe Brissett, who will make this 9 miss a few years from now. And the past coach couldn't have a built-in trade partner if it's Josh McDaniels gets a head coach gets an offseason. I love the pair in Jacksonville. Meanwhile, the Bears and the Browns had to consider paying the price for a promising young quarterback. So what they're saying is Bill Belichick is considering trading Jimmy G. Jimmy G is a good quarterback. But Bill Belichick's mind is he already has a Jimmy G and Brandon Sapp. He doesn't need both Jimmy G's. he'd rather take Jimmy G and practice it more, give him more talent, give him the things he, and right now, the reason why he's that is that somewhere in NXT, he can train Brissett to train him more. He can train the third string quarterback as much as he can. Training as good as Jimmy Garoppolo, Brady has enough time. Because as of right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is the quarterback that people want, and there's a big hype track. If I was them, it would be a great idea for the Patriots. If the Patriots do trade Josh McDaniels and Garoppolo to the Jaguars, I think that would be the best bet. I do not want to see our offense. I do not want to see McDaniels leave New England. But if he does leave, Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to stay in New England. That's a known. I think that is a known fact right now. Jimmy G is very high up in that price point. Everyone wants him. Jaguars, Bears, and all that. Great. If they do let go, if Josh McDaniels goes to Jacksonville to take the head coaching job, Jimmy Garoppolo will be the best fit with him. Because Jimmy Garoppolo knows how he works with him, knows how he acts, and Jacksonville will be that. So if the Jacksonville really, really wants to strike out, they take both of these. They trade both of them and do it. Who is the best offensive coordinator for New England after? I don't know. But Jimmy G is going to leave, and he is going to go somewhere. And if Josh McDaniels goes to Jacksonville, he is going to want Jimmy G. And if I was Jimmy Garoppolo, I would go to Jacksonville. As of right now, if Josh McDaniels does get the head coaching job for Jacksonville, Josh McDaniels should consider taking Jimmy G. Okay. Number 7 on this list. I'm not going to get too much into it. James Robinson. I'm not going to get involved in that one that much. Number 8 with Tyler Taylor. He is the Bills quarterback. I'm not going to read the article. I'm going to tell you what I think should happen. Tyler isn't a bad quarterback, but with Rex Ryan being fired, a new head coach should go in there and make a better team. First thing they do, get rid of that quarterback, get a fresh quarterback with a fresh head coach. Do I think he's out and put him up as free agent? Somebody will pick him up. I think it is time for Tyler to leave the Buffalo and Buffalo to get another quarterback. And last but not least, Michael McCourty. Michael McCourty is Buffalo. Now, the last 2 people I'm talking about are both on the Buffalo Bills. How funny is that? I think, in my mind, McCourty should. He's a very high price tag. I think the Buffalo Bills would be the best interest of trading both of them, get a big enough salary gap, get some fresh bodies in there, and make a better team. That's just my opinion. Guys, this is Gavin from GavinClub, and these are the 9 players who should have a change in the 2017 season. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.